Hey, good morning, guys. Thank you for joining me again on the off ramp. I am your host, Thomas Jason Anderson. Hey, I guess I caused a little bit of controversy yesterday when when I prayed for the Mohammeds. Um, yeah, a lot of people got angry about that. I'm not sure why. I really don't. I'm not sure why, but I thought about it all night. Um, I prayed on it actually several times because Um, I'm used to being attacked when I pray for people, when I publicly offer um, solace, forgiveness, when I publicly give space um, to people who some feel don't deserve it. Um, yeah, I'm used to it. Uh, but I wasn't. I was a little surprised that there was so much hate and vitriol thrown at me yesterday. People calling me a snake oil salesman. I mean, you name it. It just it didn't stop. And I told you guys before that I've been staying away from the comment section on my Facebook page because I could sense and I could feel that we're entering a time right now that is going to be very tumultuous, very emotional, very high strung. And um I didn't want the comment section to bring my spirit down, right? I didn't want it to happen. Um, I feel like I have a calling. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not. I'm nowhere near perfect. I have many flaws. I am a flawed human being. Um, Maybe that's the reason why I depend on God so much because of my flaws. Um, so I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to tell any of you what to think. For those of you who are angry at me and angry for my about my message, you can just turn this off. You can block my page. You can report me to Facebook. You can try to do whatever you can to shut me down. I'm okay with that. I understand why you feel that way. I understand why you feel you have to do that. I'm not stopping you. Um, I'm not going to try to stop that. I'm going to let you guys do what you want to do. If you want to run wild on my page and keep calling me names and keep attacking me, I'm not going to delete those comments. I'm not going to try to block those comments. I'm going to let them stay for the record. And that's fine. And I'm going to discourage anyone out there from trying to stop these people. Let them do what they're going to do. They feel that's their job. Okay. And I understand that's their mission. Their mission is to come after people like me. Okay. And it's my mission to stand in the face of that and provide a message of forgiveness and love. That's my job. That's my mission. I know I've been tasked with that mission from God, and I'm proud of that mission. And I will always stick to that mission. I will never relent, ever, ever. So, with that said, the Mohammeds are not innocent people. They're not even nice people. They're really mean people. They've done really horrible things to many innocent people who didn't deserve to have horrible things done to them. They use their power to influence Guyana and the region in ways that empowered evil people who were doing and who do evil things on a daily. I know this. I'm very much well aware of this. But I also know this. Even a dog can love a person who feeds it. A dog can do that. Any animal can do that. Any human can love someone who feeds them. I think what separates us from the wild beasts of the field is our capacity to love those who don't deserve it. I don't know how else to put it. I think that's a measuring stick on who we are as men and women. Um, do we have the ability to act on that capacity is the question. Do we have the ability to forgive not only those who have done evil to us, but do we have the ability to forgive ourselves? Because that's where forgiveness begins, is with ourselves. And from there, you can love. And from there, you can love those who don't deserve it, those who have never fed you, those who may have even hurt you. And that's our calling if you're one of God's children. I think that's one of the telltale signs of being one of God's children. It's not the flaws in us that tell the world who we are. Nope. It's our ability to rise above our carnal emotions, the basic, simple emotions that drive us to do bad things, that drive us to hate others, that drive us to be angry, that drive us to destroy. You know, those of us who have that ability to use that capacity, we're the ones who have to stand up in tough times. We're the ones who have to stand up when the crowds are screaming, bloody murder, and they want someone thrown off the cliff forever. We're the ones who have to stand up and fill the space and say, hold up, let's hold up for a minute. Because the reality is, when it comes to the Mohammeds, they are facing legal issues. And that in the system that they are in, trust me when I tell you, it's going to it's it is going to put through them through every inch of it. I have no doubt in my mind that's going to happen one way or the other. Okay? That is there. And that has nothing to do with me or any of you who are watching this right now. It doesn't have to do with any of us, the legal part of this. And that is related to their actions, their evil actions. And justice will come their way, one way or the other. That is going to happen. But what doesn't have to happen is the spectacle, the disrespect, the spitting on them. That doesn't have to happen. That's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. And it's not just wrong in the human sense towards them, it's wrong for the nation of Guyana. It's just wrong. All of us. I am not Guyanese. Okay. I'm not. I have a strong connection to Guyana. I always have since I've been covering Guyana since 2010. Um, and I have a deep respect for the people of Guyana. And what I see happening around the Mohammed case, it's too much for me. It hurts my soul. The theatrics, the spectacle, the like hanging them on a cross. It's not right. I'm sorry. Hold on. It isn't right. It's not right. And especially, it's not right for the people of Guyana. It's making a circus show of a great nation, of a great people. And I'm putting my foot down on that. I'm sorry. I have to say something. And for those of you who do not like me for saying this, I don't care. I'm going to continue to say it. Okay? I'm going to continue to say it. This is not about who the Mohammeds are. It's not about their past actions. It's not what this is about. What this is about is having dignity and pride in your nation. It's about having dignity and pride as a people. It's about having dignity and pride as human beings. It's about standing in what we know to be right, which is we should all try to reach some level of righteousness. We should all strive to reach the place that I think that God calls us to reach, especially if we have that potential to do it. And what that does mean is that means providing love even to those who don't deserve it. That means providing love to the homeless, to the prisoner, to the widow, to the mangy dog, to those who have never received love. That's our job. That's just our job. Now, many will disagree with what I'm saying, and that's fine. But Guyana is too great of a nation. The people of Guyana are too great of a people to be dragged into the mud through this process with the Mohammeds. There's a respectable way to bring justice. There's a respectable way. There's a way to bring justice with honor. Okay? That's not what's happening right now. What's happening in Guyana around the Mohammeds is like an electronic lynching of those men, of their family, and the people who are associated with them. That isn't justice. That's spectacle. That's demonic, in my opinion. That's straight from the devil. It's not right. And so I wanted to do this live because I wanted to just clear the air. I wanted to make clear where I'm coming from. I'm not being paid by anybody. It's the opposite. I actually get shunned. I get shunned for my stance. Okay? I actually get hurt financially for the stances that I take. There's no money in trying to hold a high level of professionalism and respect and honor in this world. There's no money in that. I hate to break it to you guys. That's not where the money's at. The money is in the evil and the disrespect. It's in hatred. That's where the money is. I had someone recently, a very important person in this world, in certain sectors, an influential man. And I was talking to him about, I do a lot of consulting work. And I was talking to him about trying to get some consulting work through him with some people that he knows. And he told me flat out that one of the things that holds me back big time from making a lot of money is my unwillingness to let go of my righteousness, is what he said. He views it as I'm holding on to my personal righteousness. And it's not that. I'm not holding on to righteousness. But hear that though. Hear that I get hurt financially in this world. I get hurt bad, horribly bad, because I'm viewed as someone who's trying to hold on to righteousness. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I told him that. I said, I'm not trying to hold on to righteousness. What I'm trying to do is the right thing as far as smart versus dumb. I don't want to do dumb things. Don't want to do dumb things. I want to do smart things. I try to do things that are smart, that are beneficial, not just to me, but to my clients and even their enemies. Because this is what I know. Someone's enemy today may be their friend tomorrow. And someone's vanquished enemy today may be their regenerated, more powerful enemy tomorrow. So you have to be very careful how you handle people in this world. You can't just run around just because you have the power to tear someone down. You don't just do it. That's not smart. That's viewed from other people on my end. Like I'm trying to be righteous when I don't want to just totally strip someone down naked in the public space and embarrass them to no end. That I'm trying to be righteous by not doing that. No, that's being intelligent. That's being able to see the future, being able to understand that this world goes in cycles. And those today they're at the bottom will be at the top tomorrow, and those at the top today will be at the bottom tomorrow. And you better be damn careful how you navigate that. Because if you step on certain people's heads on the way up, trust me when I tell you, on your way back down, they might cut yours off. So I don't play those games with trying to strip people down publicly and embarrass them and destroy their character. I don't play that game ever. And that's viewed as, for people who I try to get work through, that's me trying to be righteous, because what they want is for me to use my skills and my talent to utterly destroy people, which I refuse to do. And it's not about me, it's about my clients. It's about me understanding that whatever I do to help my clients today it might help them today and it might help them tomorrow, but it can also be their downfall tomorrow. That's not righteousness, that's wisdom. It's being smart. And so I've been hurt financially big time because I refuse to go the route that the PPP have gone in treating Mohammed the way they have. I refuse to take part in the public spectacle of embarrassing that man and his family. I refuse. Won't do it. And it's not because in the future I think he's going to come at me. Nah, man, I'm not scared of anybody. It's because I know right from wrong. I know right from wrong. And no matter what the Muhammad's future is, presently, it isn't fair. It isn't right in the eyes of God to strip them down and embarrass them to no end while they are in the process of facing justice. It's not my job, and that shouldn't be anyone's job. So I'm not telling the people who are constantly on a daily getting clicks, getting followers, getting fame off of embarrassing the Mohammeds online. I get it, guys. I understand that's your job. And some of these guys are really good at it. They're really, really good at it. I don't want them to be my enemy. I don't want them to come at me and start stripping me down the way they do in the Mohammeds. I don't, but they may. They may just do it because of how I'm defending the Mohammeds now, right? And if they do, fine. I'll deal with it. But they're good. But what I will say is that what they don't realize is they are embarrassing themselves and they are embarrassing the nation of Guyana when they do this. They're making Guyana look like a place that where the people shouldn't be respected or honored. And the people should be respected and honored in Guyana. And by the way, Azruddin Muhammad is a child of Guyana. He's a child of that land. Have some respect for him, at least on that alone. Have some respect in your own homeland, regardless of what he has done and what he has been accused of doing. Have enough respect for your own homeland to allow this process of justice to progress in a professional way, not in a hyperbolic public display of stripping them down of their dignity. Don't do that, because when you strip them down of their dignity, you strip yourself of your own. You strip your nation of its dignity. Stop doing that. Don't do that. Yes, I'm speaking as an outsider, but from an outsider's perspective, I'm telling you guys, you're stripping your own dignity when you strip the Mohammeds of theirs. And I know some people will say, well, they stripped themselves of their dignity with their actions. I get that. But let the justice system handle that. They have been charged. They have not been convicted. Allow the system of justice to work in a professional manner. So that's why I've been praying for the Mohammeds, because I feel like what started off as a process of justice is quickly turning into vigilante mob justice. And I feel scared for their lives. I feel scared for their safety and their well-being. I feel like the mob out there is being ginned up, and people are in their heads and their emotions, and they're not thinking straight. I think that's wrong. I don't think this situation should be handled this way. I think it should be handled in the most professional way possible through the justice system, you know, publicly, sure, but professionally. Now, hopefully, as things go on, I'll be able to cover this more so that you guys can see that I think I'm trying to be a fair arbiter here. I want to fill that role because I think it's needed. Because in the U.S. media space, there aren't very many people who understand what's the ins and outs in Guyana, um, who also have worked for years and years with the mainstream media here in the United States, which I have done. And so I feel like I do have a unique role. There are others like Mark Benchkop, who thinks that he's the expert, that he knows everything about America, he knows everything about Guyana, and he should be the only voice that the world listens to, and that's fine. For those of you who like Mark, listen to Mark. You don't have to listen to me. Okay? Fine. That's okay. I'm not disagreeing with any of Mark's content. I haven't seen what he's been saying, but I'm sure he's doing his thing and good for him, right? He tends to keep it pretty professional, actually, which is one of the reasons why I have spoken to him in the past. Because even though he does get emotional, he tends to keep it pretty professional. He doesn't allow it to get too out of control, which is good for him and good for the nation of Guyana. It's good, you know. These other guys who are trolling and doing the crazy stuff, it's entertaining, it's wild and crazy, it's funny, but it's doing a disservice to the nation of Guyana, to the image of Guyana, which is very important because ultimately here, Guyana is going to get through this one way or the other. The key is on the other side, will the nation hold the respect it should hold in its space within the world geopolitically? And will the people of Guyana find it in themselves to respect each other, regardless of race, regardless of party affiliation? That's the key. Will the people of Guyana love each other? There's a lot of trauma, past trauma, that the people of Guyana are living through. I understand. But that's your challenge. That's your challenge. You guys, your challenge is, can you get through this past trauma, the current trauma, and come together and love each other across political lines, across racial lines? Can you do it? It's a huge challenge. I think this Mohammed situation can be the beginning of the nation mending itself from the inside. Hopefully, hopefully everyone can step up to the plate and reach a level of professionalism and high emotional integrity to understand that, hey, there's a past here that can't be forgotten. Okay. But at the same time, we have to come together as a people for each other to ensure that the nation itself receives and wields the gifts and the blessings that God has given it. It's a hard challenge, guys. I want to be on the side as an outsider to help you guys mend your wounds and help you guys come together, not for money, not for fame, not for any of that, but because God's put it on my heart. And I've been put in this position through some crazy events in my life. And so I feel like I can help with that. And so that's why I'm doing these lives. And I'll take the attacks. That's fine. But I'm going to continue. And if any of you wonder, why is he doing this? Why is he saying that? I'm hoping to be a voice, and I'm hoping many others can join me in being a voice of reconciliation. Because I can see a future of Guyana that's very, very bright. But the only way you guys get there is you're going to have to reconcile. I'm not saying that you have to forgive and forget. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you're going to have to rise above it and find new ways to come together on a professional level. That's the best way I can put it, professionally, just looking at the hard numbers. Okay? The nation is developing fast. The world is not going to wait on you guys to get your stuff together, and no one's going to help you do it either. I'm one of the few voices from the outside who is trying to help you do that because there's no money in this. There's no advantage in this. If anything, everybody ends up hating you. No one likes you for doing this. Okay? But it doesn't take, I know, I'm not trying to get the whole nation to listen to me. I know it only takes a few key people to hear what I'm saying and to take it to heart and to move with it. Not me to move with it, not me to do anything. No, no, no. Just a few key people in Guyana need to hear this message, need to take it to heart, and need to roll with it to start bringing your nation together for the people of your nation and for your future. And so I think one of the first tests is this Mohamed thing. Can people rise above here and allow justice to work in a professional way without all the drama, without all the nonsense and the craziness? Can it happen? I'm watching. Thanks again, guys. If you do enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you subscribe, please tell 3 friends. Please share and like. All of the support is appreciated. For the haters, I don't care. You could bounce. But for all my supporters, I really appreciate it. I'm trying to bring a message that I think is needed. Like I said, not for everyone. It's going to be for key people. But if those key people can take this to heart and apply it, I think Guyana is going to see very bright days a lot sooner rather than later. So have a great day, guys. I'll see you online and see you around. Take care.